Hello everyone, my name is Jelly and we are Demark Laser, and today we're going to introduce our factory. I'm going to show you on web that how is our workshop looks like. Let's come with me. This is our factory. It has 10,000 square meters. We have another 10,000 square meters besides that we're going to put in use probably next half year. And our main cutting machine model is 6 meters per 2.5 because in China this model is very popular. I know that in Europe or maybe United States for the shipping convenience, and people are more using 3.1.5 or 4x2 dimensions. We can also have that dimension machine. Let's take a look of our machine frame. And later we're going to visit our machining factories who provide this machine for us. This is a 6x2 machine main frame, and the total weight of this is about 8 tons. It's a welded machine body, which is not mold one because the mold machine is another kind of design, and someone said it's good technology, but someone like Tron for Basonics, they also use welded machine. With the suitable heat treatment and milling, we can also get very stable performance. Like in China, we have more than 10,000 customers. They're using this machine like more than 10 years. It's very stable. And this is the inside look of the machine body. We see that hose is for the suction. And let's walk through our workshop. We're going to see the cutting. Today we're going to show high pressure compressed air cut 8mm mild steel with 8 kilowatt max laser. Okay. Before we see the cutting process, I want to introduce this powerful air compressor. And it's not very common because I sold like thousands of machines, but few customers bought this. Actually, we see that it's high pressure, which can give 33 MPa pressure air, and it's 2 square meter capacity. Is mainly focused on high pressure compressed air cutting. It's very saving cost. If you have the air compressor, that's saving electricity energy, and you can save a lot. You don't need to use nitrogen because high pressure nitrogen is a big cost for cutting stainless steel or aluminum. And even we use high pressure compressed air to cut mild steel. Normally when you use oxygen to cut mild steel, the speed is pretty slow, but if we use compressed air to cut mild steel, you achieve a high speed. This machine is an 8 kilowatt machine, 8 kilowatt fiber, and this is 6x2.5. 在这里操作啊？ Okay, come closer. It's a remote control. 这个是博储几千的控制器的？8千的。这是总线的那个。This is the newest control hypercut by Cypercut. It's a CAN bus. Now it's the newest model of Cypercut. First, we see the cutting procedure. We come close to see the sample. 戴手套拿一下。这个速度是几米？这个有7米多。meters. It's the newest model, C8000 of Cybercut. Well, the cutting speed. 你这个切割速度和气压在哪里啊？这个界面我还不太会看呢。回看这个工艺啊。We see the cutting speed 7 meters per minute. 你这怎么写是氮气？
不是，这是因为我氮气跟空气是用的一个管道，知道吧？所以说我们这个管道没分出来，用在那个空间的。
你现在到这里的气压大概是25？
大概没有25。
你设定的25，但是经过压降之后，这里可能是
估计17左右吧，17、18这样。
17、18。哦。So it's about 1.7 to 1.8 megapascals compressed air. 这是满功率哈。
对。
8 kilowatt full power. Let's see the samples.
有点渣，空气屑的都会有一点。
可以啊，我觉得。这是背面哈。
嗯。
It's the compressed air cutting 6个 hole 的。6 hole mild 6 millimeter mild steel with the speed of 7 meters per minute. Hello, now we are coming to one of our subcontractors. As you know that a lot of companies selling laser cutting machines in China, but normally they do not do whole process. The first making the machine frame in subcontractor that's like this kind of workshop. They do the pipe cut and then they weld, become the machine body, and then the first step they put this machine in this oven. It's a very high temperature oven to give the heat treatment for the machine frame. The heat treatment quality is very important for the lifetime of your machine. The accuracy, how long you can keep that. It's firstly depend on how you design the machine. You have to be heavy enough to be rigid and stable in a high speed moving of the gantry. And of course you have to be low cost, and you have to take care of the suction effects when you cut a lot of smoke, and the suction system has to work effectively. So after you design the machine, then how you make it. The first step, normally we're looking for this kind of ovens that for the heat treatment of the machine frame, they have to be big enough, because sometimes you need to make 6 meters, 8 meters, even 12 meters machine. You need big ovens like this. This one, I guess, is about 6 meters or 8 meters. And the heat treatment just finished the first period. The operator for this oven is not here. We will talk with him later. But we can take a look. This is one machine. It's about 8 meters machine. It's a big one. Okay. Here we will see the milling machine for milling the guides for the racks and pinions. This factory has 3 milling machines, 2 small ones and 1 big one for the main frame. This one is the smallest, and they are milling the gantry of the machine. Take a look at that. Nowadays we make gantry. Someone make a casting aluminum, some make it like this, mild steel welded. Both have advantages and disadvantages. Casting aluminum is light, moving fast, but it's not rigid enough. And the heat, the distortion of after heating up is different with the main frame. So someone said this caused not the same difference with the heating up of the machine. Well, the mild steel welded gantry is rigid, but it's heavier. So it's depend on different models and different power range. People use different designs. And this milling machine is slightly bigger, so they do, I think it's the 3.5 milling of the guides. And that one is bigger. Milling machine, the capacity is very important to be a subcontractor, because in China it's very popular for 6 meters at least, 6 meters per 2.5, 8 meters per 2.5. This is very popular. So the milling machine needs to be 9 meters long, or even someone has 13 meters. 13 meters milling machine in Wuhan is quite rare. I have to say that only 3 or 5 manufacturers have this capacity. This machine, which is under milling, now it's like 4 meters, and it's a very light machine. They are fixing it. I think they kind of finish it. For milling this kind of machine, normally take 2 days with the whole shifts. Here we come to another subcontractor who have a big milling machine, 13 meters long, can process 12 meters machine frames. In this job shop, we see 12 meters per 2.5 part exchange model, which I think is quite rare in my career. I never saw this machine, 12 meters part exchange. And we see that the machine, the guide made by like 25 or 30, let's say hot steel, or cold 45 hot steel. The welding is this big, and it's a 12 meters machine. Let's go and check the one on the milling machine. This is 13 meters long milling. It needs 90 hours to finish a 12 meters per 2.5 milling. We'll take a look at the job shop. First, we use the big blades to mill the general surface, and then we change the tools to get these tunnels. Let me ask what's the accuracy. 你这个洗完的精度是多少啊？
全长有这么长啊？
那么长累积误差是多少？
直线大概10个丝左右。
这么长，0.1。嗯，每米平均到每米就是0.01。
0.01到0.02吧。
哦，你这个洗的时候是先锁死是吧？全部锁死吗？
只用这样，
只用这样
压，
这样压啊。那你压的话，你这么长，你很难保证它的这个。
定表有那个百分表。
哦。
有这个。定表压我就知道像这样定表压。
哦。就是向下压。
对。
因为你只能向下压，对吧？
对。
然后才保证。
只用向下压，因为侧向的力这么重的活，侧向的力不会动，活一般不会动。
哦。那你全部洗完了之后，你是不是松开还要再测一遍，再看要不要？
它有时候还有一个内应力变形，就要把它初加工完之后松一次之后，它释放应力，再来半筋加工，半筋加工完之后再来松一次，再定表压活，调活之后再来精洗，就这样。
哦。